In the last video, I talked about the brain and 3 easy ways that we can practice in our daily lives to use our brain in a better way and have a better life. In this video, I'm going to talk about 2 more centers that are very important. They can help us elevate our lives, and usually they are ignored. Hello everybody, welcome back. For those of you who are new, welcome to this channel. My name is Setare. I am very passionate about the science of life, and in this channel I share what I have learned from science as well as natural remedies and holistic medicines, different tips that we can apply in our daily lives to elevate the quality of our lives. This world works based on electromagnetic waves and field. That is why human beings can create all these devices that work based on electricity and electromagnetic fields. Inside our bodies, we also have 3 centers that produce a strong electromagnetic fields, and those 3 centers can help us communicate with our internal environment as well as external environment to have a better life. One of these 3 centers is the brain. The brain is famous enough. We know that it produces electrical signals. This is how it regulates the whole body, and it gives us information, and we can live better. The other 2 centers that produce strong electromagnetic waves, and they can give us lots of information and help us communicate with our environment to have a better life, are the heart and the gut. The brain provides us with intelligence. The heart gives us intuition, and the gut gives us instinct. All the 3 are important to have a better life. They work as 3 windows that if we use all the 3, we can communicate with our environment a lot better. Imagine that you're living in a room and you cannot leave that room. That room would be your body. We are living inside our bodies as long as we are alive. That room has 3 windows in the 3 different walls, and we just use one of them. This is the situation that lots of us have. We just use the brain to look outside or to communicate with ourselves, and usually we ignore the other 2 windows that are very important. The heart produces strong electromagnetic waves. It has its own pacemaker. It is not just a pump that brain controls it. Both heart and brain are able to produce electromagnetic waves, and they always communicate with each other. If you remove the heart from the body, disconnect it from the nervous system, still it can beat as long as it has oxygen and food. Still it can beat because it has its own pacemaker. That pacemaker is producing electromagnetic fields. It sends electrical signals, and that field is always around us. Even though we usually ignore it or we are not aware of it, it still works. But when we pay attention to it, it gets stronger and we learn its language. That saying that goes, follow your heart, is not just a saying. We have it in lots of different cultures, and it has a deep wisdom. It is because the heart and the way that is producing electromagnetic waves, it communicates with the environment around us and also inside us, and it always works based on harmony, and it can give us a full view of what is better for us. And the gut has its own nervous system. It is called enteric nervous system, and it's a network of neurons that we have it only inside the digestive system. So it's like the digestive system has its own nervous system. It is able to produce electrical signals, and it is very important in regulating the environment inside the body, and it also can give us information because it is working based on those electromagnetic signals. The brain communicates with us through words, and that is why it is easier for us to listen to it and we can understand it better. The heart and the gut don't communicate with words. They use feelings, they use electromagnetic fields and waves to communicate. And that is why it is important to focus on feelings. When you're eating, pay attention to the taste of what you're eating, to the feeling, like the touch or pressure that you have in your mouth, to the temperature of what you're eating, any type of information that you can get not through words but through the feelings. When you are drinking a cup of tea, just pay attention to the taste, to the temperature, to the feeling that you get from it. Again, not in the form of words. Try not to define it, don't describe it, don't classify it as good or bad, or I like it or I dislike it, because all of these are the ways that the brain communicates with us. If we want to make our gut and the heart stronger, we need to try to learn nonverbal communication, and that is through our feelings. During the day, keep reminding yourself to be consciously pay attention to different body parts, to what's happening inside your body. You won't believe how many times you would catch yourself having lots of tension for no reason. Then you will relax it. Pay attention to the way that you're breathing. Pay attention to different feelings of body parts, not describing them, just the feeling that you have at that present moment. Learning the language of the heart and the gut will help us a lot to have a better life. It gives us such a peace of mind, because instead of just one window and one way of getting information, we get two more windows, more light, more information, and that gives us peace of mind. When we can have different dimensions to evaluate things, definitely it elevates our life to a level that we never experienced before, a way happier and healthier life. So don't miss out those two more windows. Practice every day, even if it's just few seconds, still it helps. And little by little, you learn how to listen to them and how to communicate with them. That will increase the level of your life to the extent that you cannot even believe. Let's start to practice right now. Let's watch these videos in silence, no words, just you, your feelings, and the present moment. I hope you enjoy, and make sure to practice every day. It will help you. Little by little, you will learn the language. Don't get disappointed. I will see you next week.